So hi, welcome back. Something interesting happened last night. So it was about 2 o'clock in the morning and I got a phone call from Bailey. Apparently she'd been throwing up all night and needed to go to the hospital. So of course straight away I got in the car and drove straight to university to pick her up. But on my way, you know when you're sort of in that dazed dreamlike state where you're not quite sure what's real or not? I spent the whole journey there thinking, is this some sort of dream? Like, am I gonna get there and just no one's gonna have a clue what I'm talking about? Unfortunately not, and we did have to go to hospital. So there we were, 4 o'clock in the morning at hospital, waiting for an appointment. It's not exactly how I planned to spend my early Wednesday morning, but it was an experience. But apparently, after we finally got seen, she has something called the norovirus. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, if not, sorry. Which is apparently a highly contagious virus. So this was quite fun to find out at about 5 o'clock in the morning after we'd spent the whole night comforting her and driving her to the hospital, sitting there, patting her on the back, making sure she was okay. And it causes things such as diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach pains. So apparently, we may have that to look forward to in the next 12 hours. So being as it's highly contagious, I thought I would just make this video with a few tips and tricks in case you do have it or want to avoid it. So the most important thing is to wash your hands. Wash your hands all the time. Like, I would say on average I'm washing my hands about every 20 minutes, so that may be a bit extreme, but I really don't want to get it. You should definitely wash your hands if you're either preparing food or going to the toilet. You can also use like a alcohol-based hand sanitizer, but you can't use that instead. The next point, not that you are going to be feeling particularly active with the norovirus, but don't prepare food for other people. You need at least 48 hours to recover, and you should restrict as much contact as you can in that time because it is highly contagious. We've not left the flat all of today just because we're so worried about spreading it. Especially in jobs where you're dealing with the public or a lot of people, you really want to stay as far away as possible. Now the next point is bad luck for all those who don't like chores. You have to just clean every surface, everything you might have come into contact with, everything you've touched, everything you've breathed on. We've just brought like a ton of bleach and are just washing the entire flat top to bottom in the hopes of preventing me from getting it. And finally, wash your clothes like you've never washed your clothes before. You should put it on the longest cycle you can to make sure you burn off everything. Or wear rubber gloves if you're doing it by hand so you don't pick anything up that's on the clothes. So yeah, it's a little different today to what I normally do, but it's kind of topical. And hopefully it'll help you if you're worried that you might either have it or want to try and prevent getting it. And hopefully you won't be woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning with a sibling needing to go to the hospital. But because we're ill, we've decided to forget about the essays we have due on Friday. Let's just marathon Lord of the Rings. So while I travel off to Middle Earth, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!